Yesterday we have discussed about the Napoleon Bonaparte, the French Revolution, how it was divided into the three states, what were the problem faced by the people in the three estates that was there. The idea of
Sir,
nationalism is also there. What was the idea of nationalism in that? How it? Yes, yes, yes.
sir, I have a question.
Hmm.
Hello, sir.
हाँ, बोलो बोलो बोलो.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, yes.
Yesterday you told that France was the first country to be democratic.
Uh,
But sir, I have seen that in 1776 America got its independence. So sir, at starting
but
America has
yes,
which
yes.
type
1 minute.
of government?
यहाँ से जो फ्रांस है दैट यूरोप में सबसे पहले जो मोनार्क था उसको खत्म करके वहां से ने स्टार्ट किया था फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन एक फर्स्ट स्टेप था मोनार्की से डेमोक्रेसी में आने के लिए सेटअप अमेरिका अमेरिका वाज अंडर ब्रिटिश टेरिटरी अगेन वो भी मोनार्क था बट वो व्यापार के तरीके से जैसे ब्रिटिशर्स किस लिए कैसे थे ट्रेडर्स के फॉर्म में थे आफ्टर दे कैप्चर्ड एवरीथिंग they got independence there after they set up democracy but यहाँ पे monarchy से democracy की तरफ वो step out किया गया था that was the main thing.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday we have discussed about the French Revolution. Screen is there in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The first expression of nationalism we have discussed. Nationalism क्या होता है जो देशभक्ति की भावना मीन सिंपल सेंस में वी कैन से दैट देशभक्ति की भावना वो जगानी जरूरी थी. द फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ नेशनलिज्म. फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन led to change in politics and constitution of France. In 1789, the power was transferred from monarchy to a body of citizens. It was proclaimed that henceforth the French people would shape the destiny of their country. अभी तक कौन कर रहा था? The king took the decision, the monarch took the decisions about the destiny of the people. Now it was transferred to the people, and now from now onwards, people of third estates have declared themselves a constituent assembly. They framed the new constitution. क्या क्या था? Equal rights, equal laws for all the three estates was given. So they have started to shape their own destiny of the country, creating a sense of nationalhood. Various steps were taken by the revolutionaries to create a sense of common identity among people. It was necessary that अभी यहाँ पे जरूरी क्या था कि किसी भी एस्टेट में जो डिफरेंस थे उसमें कोई भी डिफरेंस ना रहे. कोई भी बर्थ से जन्म से उसके पास बहुत सारी फैसिलिटीज है ऐसा ना रहे. सबके पास इक्वल फैसिलिटीज होनी चाहिए. So equal identity among the people. Some of these steps are given below. First was that the idea of fatherland and citizen was created to emphasize a community which enjoyed equal rights under the constitution. क्या मतलब होगा इसका?
So that no one get some extra power from his father.
और कुछ? The idea of fatherland, अपना motherland बोलते हैं, the fatherland and citizen was created to emphasize a community which enjoyed equal rights under the constitution.
Sir, maybe right to equality.
Yes, right to
Here.
equality. Every people. जब पहले था कि वहाँ पे फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड एस्टेट के लोग जो बर्थ से ही जो प्रिविलेजेस जैसे जन्म हो रहा है बच्चे का वैसे उसको सारे के सारे प्रिविलेज मिले हुए थे. एंड द पीपल बिलोंगिंग टू थर्ड एस्टेट डजंट हैव एनी प्रिविलेज. किसी भी तरह की कोई उनके पास सुविधाएं नहीं थी. तो वो सुविधाएं अभी यहाँ पे नहीं रहेंगी. अभी जो भी होगा सब लोगों के पास इक्वल राइट्स होंगे, चाहे वो फर्स्ट एस्टेट से हो चाहे वो थर्ड एस्टेट से हो. तो सबके पास इक्वल राइट्स होने चाहिए. The royal standard was replaced with the new French flag, the tricolor. जो 3 कलर का झंडा वहां पे अपनाया गया था, अभी वहां पे जो रॉयल राजा का जो झंडा था उसको रिप्लेस कर दिया, यानी मोनार्क वहां पे खत्म कर दी, एंड न्यू फ्लैग दैट वाज द ट्राई कलर फ्लैग वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड। द एस्टेट जनरल्स, जो पहले एस्टेट जनरल कौन इलेक्ट करता था, इट वाज इलेक्टेड बाय द किंग। Now the state generals were elected by the body of active citizens and it was renamed as the National Assembly. In the name of nation, new hymns were composed and oaths were taken. नए नेशन, ऑन द नेम ऑफ नेशन, नए नए हाइम्स बनाए गए, नए नए नारे दिए गए, सूत्र दिए गए, एंड अलग बहुत सारी ओथ ली गई, जैसे नेशनल असेंबली के लिए ली थी। हम लोग कसम खाते हैं कि अभी हमको डिस्पर्स नहीं होंगे, यानी जब तक नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं बनाते हम लोग यहाँ से अलग नहीं होंगे, हटेंगे नहीं। मार्टियर्स वर कमेरेंडेड, मार्टियर्स जितने भी मरे थे रेवोल्यूशन के टाइम पे, उनको शहीदों की उपाधि दी जाए। A centralized administrative system was created which formulated uniform law for all citizens. एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम बनाया गया, एक सेंट्रलाइज्ड, यानी तीनों किसी एक पर्टिकुलर उसमें वो नहीं था, फर्स्ट स्टेट का, सेकंड स्टेट का, थर्ड स्टेट का, एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सेंट्रलाइज्ड, उन सबको साइड में रख के एक सेंट्रलाइज्ड सिस्टम बनाया गया जो कि कानून बना रहा है, जो कि सब लोगों के लिए एक समान हो। इंटरनल कस्टम ड्यूटीज वर अबोलिश्ड, जो पहले उनके कस्टम्स, रीति रिवाज चल रहे थे, ड्यूटीज चल रहे थे, वो सारे अबोलिश की गई, पुरानी रीति रिवाज। रीति रिवाज कौन से, जैसे फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड एस्टेट के लोगों के लिए कुछ होते थे, थर्ड एस्टेट वाले वो जो तैथीस और टाइल नाम के टैक्सेस पे कर रहे थे, ये सारी चीजें वहां पे खत्म कर दी गई। A uniform system of weight and measures was adopted. Regional dialects, that bhasa, were discouraged and French language was promoted to the common language of the nation. वो कल एक वीडियो में था कि फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज को ज्यादा उन्होंने बढ़ावा दिया। अब यहाँ पे कॉमन जो छोटी छोटी डायलेक्ट्स थी, जगह जगह पे जो भाषाएं बोली जाती थी, उनको खत्म करके एक भाषा यानी फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज को प्रमोट किया गया। The revolutionaries also declared that it was the mission, also destiny of French people to liberate the people of Europe from despotism and help other regions of Europe in becoming nations. क्या होगा इसका मतलब?
सर इसका मतलब ये है कि जो रिवॉल्यूशनरीज थी उन्होंने ये भी उनका मिशन बनाया था कि जो दूसरे पीपल है यूरोप के, उनको भी वो फ्रीडम दिला सके,
और उनको ऐसे अपने आप रोल मॉडल्स के तौर पर उनको प्रमोट किया जाए, ताकि दूसरे जो आसपास के उनके इलाकों के देश थे वो भी, उनमें भी नेशनलिज्म की भावना जागे और वो भी एक देश के तौर पर उभर कर सामने आए। Again it was there, 1 minute, right of nationalism. The age of revolution 1830 to 1848. The nation as an idea. क्या क्या है इसमें? The nation as an idea, nationalism सबसे पहले as an idea, defining a nation state, liberal nationalism, ideology of social liberalism, ideology of political liberalism, ideology of economic liberalism, ideology of romantic liberalism. रोमांटिक लिबरलिज्म यहाँ पे बुक्स से रिलेट है। ओके, सो लिबरलिज्म, व्हाट इज लिबरलिज्म? सबसे पहले
लिबरलिज्म मींस बीइंग फ्री,
छूट देना, फ्री करना।
System in which we are giving liberty and free to all.
Voice is not clear. Again, repeat. Repeat.
Sir, system which and sir, system in which freedom, liberty, and to all them, every percent of the
Okay,
country.
give some kind of freedom to all the peoples, which was not previously. छूट दी जाए, like liberalism in the political manner based on liberty or equality before the law of all the peoples. We can say that. So, liberalism idea was given. Nationalism and
During the
idea.
19th century, especially from 1830 to 1848, as nationalism to 1848, as nationalism spread all over Europe, various nationalist groups struggled against conservative governments to achieve their goals of a democratic and unified nation state.
पूरे यूरोप में वो नेशनलिज्म की जो भावना थी वो फैलती जा रही थी अगेंस्ट द कंजर्वेटिव गवर्नमेंट, और उन लोगों की डिमांड थी कि सभी लोगों को डेमोक्रेसी में जो अधिकार मिलते हैं, जो यानी जनता का अधिकार, वो सब लोगों को दिया जाए.
Let us analyze and understand the various political ideas spread across Europe and the subsequent revolutions that took place in the first half of the 19th century.
Nationalism as an idea. The idea of nationalism emerged as a force during the 19th century. It brought sweeping changes in the political and social thought process of Europe.
So, nationalism idea emerged as a force in the 19th century, sweeping the changes which were brought about the political and social thoughts process of the Europe.
Frederick Sorio painted various paintings depicting the freedom from absolutist
The
rule.
voice is not coming.
He supported the emergence of nation states in Europe.
1 minute, voice is not clear.
Sir, clear coming.
Sir, clear.
So now it is clear coming.
Okay.
Frederick Sorio painted various paintings depicting the freedom from absolutist rule. He supported the emergence of nation states in Europe. Defining a nation state. We will now study about the nation states of Europe and how they affected the political scenario of Europe. A nation state can be defined as a place where centralized power could exercise sovereign control over a clearly defined territory. The commonness of the nation state was forged through struggles by the actions of leaders and by the common people.
So, definition आता है, define a nation state. हमें 1 marks में आता है ये question. So, you can write now also, or afterwards when I post the video, you can write from that on also. It's your wish. In a nation state, a centralized power exercises sovereign control over a clearly defined territory. Like India, we have different state governments. 28 states are there and 7 union territories are there. So उन सब में अलग-अलग सरकार तो चल रही है, but apart from that different governments of the state, we have one central government of all over India, from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. उन पूरे एक central government का रूल भी चलता है. That is the centralized power. एक सेंट्रल पावर है जो कि उन सारे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स को भी कंट्रोल करके रखती है. वो उनको किस तरह से काम करना है, इट गाइडेड्स ऑल द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. इट्स द वर्क ऑफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. सो दैट इज द नेशन स्टेट की थियरी है. इन अ नेशन स्टेट, अ सेंट्रलाइज्ड पावर means we can say a central government exercises sovereign control. Sovereign control means full control over a clearly defined territory. एक टेरिटरी है, पूरा एक नेशन है. जैसे इंडिया, इट इज क्लियर दैट फ्रॉम जम्मू एंड कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी तक, और यहाँ पे वेस्ट से ईस्ट गुजरात टू अरुणाचल प्रदेश हमारा है. ये सारे स्टेट्स, ये सारी चीजें हमारी हैं. दैट इज एन इंडिया. सो क्लियरली डिफाइंड टेरिटरी. उसके ऊपर जो पावर या गवर्नमेंट रूल करती है, दैट इज द अ नेशन स्टेट.
Defining a nation state. We will now study about the nation states of Europe and how they affected the political scenario of Europe. A nation state can be defined as a place where centralized power could exercise sovereign control over a clearly defined territory. The commonness of the nation state was forged through struggles by the actions of leaders and by the common people. Ernest Renan. In this topic, we are going to study about the role of Ernest Renan in the nationalist movements of Europe. Ernest Renan was the French philosopher who had delivered a lecture on what is a nation at the University of Sorbonne. According to him, a nation is the culmination of a long fast of endeavors, sacrifice, and devotion. A nation is therefore an entity formed by large-scale solidarity. In the following slides, we get to know about the ideology of different nationalist movements in Europe.
जैसे फेडरिक सोरेयो और उसके बारे में सुना था, वैसे अर्नेस्ट रेनान कौन थे? वाज अ फ्रेंच फिलोसोफर जो सबसे पहले उसने नेशनलिज्म, व्हाट इज नेशन, उसके ऊपर आइडिया प्रेजेंट किया था. कहाँ पर? यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ सोरबोन में सबसे पहले आइडिया दिया था व्हाट इज अ नेशन. अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, उनके अनुसार नेशन का डेफिनेशन क्या था? A nation is the culmination of long past of endeavors, sacrifice, and devotion. A nation is therefore an entity formed by a large-scale solidarity. Liberal
nationalism. Liberal nationalism emphasized on the freedom of an individual and the equality of all.
लिबरल छूट दी, हल्का किया, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस कम कर दिए गए. लिबरलिज्म एम्फेसिस ऑन इंडिविजुअल फ्रीडम एंड इक्वालिटी बिफोर लॉ. तो जो पहले उनके ऊपर रोक थी, उन सारी रोकों को कम कर दिया गया. उन सारी बंदिशें थे, उनको हटाकर सबको इक्वली ट्रीट किया गया. ओके, कौन गाना गा रहा था?
Ideology of social liberalism. The ideology of the social liberalism demanded the end of autocracy in the state. It also wanted the end of clerical privileges in a society. It supported the formation of a constitution for the benefit of common people. It also demanded the inviolability of private property.
Yes. Ideology of social liberalism. क्या था? Liberty, equality, fraternity. Explain, anyone? What is liberty? What is equality? What is fraternity?
Ideology of political liberalism.
1 minute.
Ideology of social liberalism. The ideology.
Yes, continue. Liberty, equality, fraternity. क्या होता है? Liberty. What is liberty? What is ideology?
Sir, liberty is being free, freedom
Yes.
given for the individual. Equality is equal before the eye of the law, and fraternity is the brotherhood between the people.
Yes, brotherhood between the people. हमारे उसमें preamble of Indian Constitution, उसमें भी fraternity दिया गया है word.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, सोशल लिबरलिज्म में क्या थी? आइडिया क्या रखे गए थे? उसमें एंड ऑफ ऑटोक्रेसी, जो मोनार्की है या राजाशाही है, उसको खत्म किया जाए. एंड ऑफ क्लरिकल प्रिविलेजेस, जो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड स्टेट के लोगों को या गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज को जो जितने भी प्रिविलेज दिए गए हैं, उनको खत्म किया जाए. थर्ड, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन.
Ideology of political liberalism. The ideology of the political liberalism insisted that all classes should be equal before the law, and right to vote granted to men owning property and women were not allowed to vote.
See, ideology of political liberalism, equality before law, right to vote granted for men, owning property, women were not allowed to vote. So it is equality, political liberalism. पहले तो उनको वोट मेंस को भी
No,
वोट
sir.
मेन को भी वोटिंग का अधिकार नहीं था, बट स्टिल दे हैव स्टार्टेड, उसने वहां पे दिया गया, उनने जब असेंबली बनाई थी उसमें उनने अपने आप को अधिकार दिया, बट स्टिल वुमेन्स डोंट हैव द राइट टू वोट.
Ideology of economic liberalism. The ideology of economic liberation demanded the freedom of market from restraint. This also insisted on the removal of state-imposed restrictions on movements of goods and capital.
जो पहले इकोनॉमिक लिबरलिज्म, जो स्टेट्स के बीच में जितने भी उनके ऊपर रेस्ट्रिक्शंस लगाए थे, चीजों के ऊपर रेस्ट्रिक्शंस लगे हुए थे, उन सारे रेस्ट्रिक्शंस को हटा दिया गया. गुड्स एंड कैपिटल्स के ऊपर जो टैक्सेस लगाए हुए थे वो कम कर दिए गए. ये सारी चीजें इकोनॉमिक लिबरलिज्म में रखी गई.
The customs union was formed at the initiative of Prussia. Later it was joined by 39 German states. A network of railways was established for the free movement of people.
A trend during 18th century picture was given.
The Zollverein. A customs union or Zollverein was formed in Prussia during 1834 AD. Germany was a confederation of 39 states under Napoleon. Each region of Germany had its own weights and measures. Customs union abolished the tariff barriers and also brought down the number of currencies from 30 to 2.
Union abolished tariff barriers and reduced the number of currencies. जो नेपोलियन ने भी किया था कि एक यूनिफॉर्म करेंसी वहां के एस्टेब्लिश की गई थी, वैसे ही यहाँ पे जर्मनी में भी क्या हुआ था, जो 30 करेंसी डिफरेंट करेंसी से उनको घटाकर वहां पर क्या 2 करेंसी को सिर्फ मान्यता देती थी. ईच रीजन हैव इट्स ओन वेट्स एंड मेजर्स. हर एक 39 जो रीजन है उन सब का अलग अलग वेट और मेजर्स का जो मापदंड था वो अलग अलग थे. दे वर नॉट स्टैंडर्ड मेजर्स, वेट एंड मेजर. सो जैसे नेपोलियन ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, इसी कारण से वहां पे इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था, क्योंकि अलग अलग जगहों पे अलग अलग वेट एंड मेजर्स होते थे.
Answer the following question. Question. Zollverein or German Customs Union was formed during, your options are A, 1832, B, 1834, C, 1835, or D, 1836.
Answer
B.
B.
B. 1834. Yes.
1834 B.
Yes, the German Custom Union was formed in 1834 AD.
Ideology of romantic liberalism. Culture played a powerful role in the ideology of romantic liberalism. It focused on emotions, intuitions, and mystical feelings. German culture was rediscovered by the common people. Folk songs, folk poetry, and folk dances popularized the true spirit of the nation.
ये आज भी इंडिया में भी यही था. जैसे फोल्क सॉन्ग्स यानी क्षेत्रीय संगीत जो होते हैं, पर्टिकुलर स्टेट के पर्टिकुलर लोकल जो सॉन्ग्स एंड डांसेस होते हैं, फोल्क पोएट्री एंड फोल्क डांसेस पॉपुलराइज द ट्रू स्पिरिट ऑफ द नेशन. यहाँ पे पावरफुल रोल वाज प्लेड बाय द कल्चर, फोकस ऑन इमोशंस, इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड मिस्टिकल फीलिंग्स, दैट इज mythological feelings. German culture to be discovered among the common people.
Collective identity. A collective identity was developed with the help of music, dance, and opera. Karol Krupinski of Poland helped in popularizing the Polish opera and songs. Polish dances, polonaise, and mazurka played an important role in developing the collective identity among Polish people. A stress on the Polish of vernacular dialects was enforced to develop a collective identity. Paintings had helped in the development of Romanticism. Folk tales and stories written by Grimm's brothers of Germany had emphasized on the feeling of collective identity. National identity and social structure. In the absence of a national identity, different autocratic monarchs were successful in ruling the people of different ethnicity. People in an empire were not having a common identity or culture. Like the Habsburg Empire had German and Italian-speaking people. Similarly, the people of Hungary were using Magyar and Polish were using Galicia region. The powerful aristocracy. Aristocracy was having the support of both social and political classes. Aristocrats used to live a luxurious life and had control over land and property. They used to speak French and also had common marriage ties. They also owned country and town houses. They were small in number as compared to the majority, which comprised peasants. Industrial age. Effects. Industrialization had the following effects. Industrialization helped in the emergence of a new social group. It helped in the creation of a working class. The middle class during medieval period comprised industrialists, businessmen, and professionals. This educated middle class instigated the idea of national unity. Conservatism in 1815. Conservatives had dominated after the decline of Napoleon. They established traditional institutions like monarchy and the church to remain strongly in power. They also established an efficient army and strong bureaucracy to maintain their rule. They abolished feudalism and serfdom in Europe. Vienna settlement. In this topic, we are going to explore the impact of Vienna settlement and how it affected the lives of European people. Signatories of the Vienna settlement of 1815 AD were Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria. These powers had collectively defeated Napoleon. Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich hosted the Vienna Congress. Napoleon's policies and rules were undone by the Vienna Congress. They also restored the Bourbon dynasty of France. They reoccupied the territories which were annexed by Napoleon. Different neighboring states of France were allowed to control the following regions. Netherlands and Belgium were given control of the northern region. Genoa was added to Piedmont in the southern region. Austria was given the control of North Italy. Eastern Poland region was given to Russia. Censorship. Conservative regimes imposed censorship laws on media and literature. Ideas about French Revolution displayed in plays, newspapers, or songs were curbed by the conservative rulers. Result of suppression. In Europe, state censorship led to the formation of secret societies where revolutionaries were trained. They opposed monarchical governments and fought for freedom. People also saw the necessity for creation of individual nation states. Age of revolutions. Now let us explore the various revolutions that rocked the 19th century Europe. Mazzini was the member of a secret society of Carbonari. He founded the Young Italy at Marseille. He also founded Young Europe at Bern. Members of these societies were like-minded young men from all parts of Europe. Let us get to know
liberty, equality, and fraternity. These revolutionary ideals were associated with European nationalism. Despite repression from conservative regimes, revolutions happened in many European regions, like Italian and German states, Ireland, Poland, and the Ottoman Empire. These revolutions were led by educated middle-class liberal nationalist elites like professors, school teachers, clerks, and commercial middle classes. This was especially so in France, which, after 1815, was ruled by the Bourbons. However, in July 1830, the liberals overthrew them and installed a constitutional monarchy under Louis Philippe. The July Revolution in France led to an uprising in Brussels, leading to Belgium's independence from the Netherlands. Growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe also spread to Greece, ruled by the Ottomans. Greek nationalists started their struggle against them since 1821. Greek nationalist struggle was supported by exiled Greeks and West European intellectuals who supported ancient Greek culture. West European intellectuals called Greece the cradle of European civilization and mobilized public support for Greece's struggle against Ottomans. One intellectual, Lord Byron, an English poet, went to fight in Greece, where he died in 1824. Greece became an independent nation by the Treaty of Constantinople. Besides wars and expansion, cultural works like art, poetry, stories, and music also shaped nationalist feelings in Europe. One such movement, Romanticism, emphasized on emotions, instincts, and feelings to create nationalist feelings by creating a sense of common cultural heritage or past. Romantics like German philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder believed that true culture was present among the masses. Vernacular folk songs, poetry, and dances were collected and recorded to popularize nationalist feelings. Local vernacular folklore was also used to spread nationalism among masses, especially in Poland, which was divided between Russia, Austria, and Prussia by the end of 18th century. Despite partition, Polish nationalist feelings were kept alive through music and language. Karol Karpinski celebrated the national struggle through operas, music, and dances like Polonaise and Mazurka. In Russian-occupied Poland, Russian language was imposed at the expense of Polish. An anti-Russian uprising in 1831 was crushed. Subsequently, many Polish priests used Polish language in churches as a means of national resistance. Consequently, many were jailed or deported to Siberia. Meanwhile, European masses witnessed great economic hardship due to massive unemployment. People who left villages for jobs in cities lived in slums. Small producers in towns were losing to cheap British-made industrial goods, especially in textile industry. Peasants struggled to pay dues and were obliged to work for aristocrats. Rise in food prices or bad harvests led to widespread poverty. In 1848, food shortages and mass unemployment brought the citizens of Paris to the streets. Consequently, Louis Philippe fled. Subsequently, a National Assembly proclaimed a republic, gave suffrage to all males aged 21 years and above, and guaranteed right to work, for which national workshops were set up. In Germany, Italy, Poland, and Austria-Hungary, middle classes joined protests by poor people to push their own demands for a nation-state, a constitutional parliament, and freedom of press and association. In German regions, middle classes and artisans voted for a German National Assembly. On 18th May 1848, 831 elected representatives marched to Frankfurt to hold a parliament. They drafted a constitution for a German nation with a monarchy that was subject to parliament. However, when they offered the German crown to Friedrich Wilhelm IV, he refused. Meanwhile, the middle class dominated Frankfurt Parliament lost support of lower classes, whose demands they had rejected. Simultaneously, the aristocracy-backed military disbanded the assembly. Apart from working classes, the German parliament lacked women's support. Despite their participation in liberal movements and in establishment of political associations and newspapers, women got no political rights. Despite their active participation in the revolution, instead of getting suffrage, women were mere observers in Frankfurt Parliament. After 1848, monarchs granted concessions to liberals to prevent more revolutions. Serfdom and bonded labor were abolished in Austria-Hungary and in Russia. In 1867, Hungarians in Austria-Hungary got more autonomy. Thus, the years from 1830 to 1848 changed the European political landscape. Nationalist feelings were expressed through revolutions, which set the tone for future creation of nation-states.
July Revolution, 1830. During the July Revolution of 1830, Bourbon dynasty was overthrown by the liberal revolutionaries. This led to the installation of a constitutional monarchy in France. Louis Philippe was made the head of France. This also led to an uprising in Brussels. The uprising resulted in the separation of Belgium from Netherlands.
Yes, tomorrow we will start with the July Revolution again. Today, I will send you the notes of this chapter in a short form, notes which we prepare for ourselves. Today, I'm going to send you that. Go through that notes. short points में वो रिवीजन पर्पस के लिए नहीं, जस्ट गो थ्रू द चैप्टर. जैसे चैप्टर पूरा 40 पेजेस का है, बट पूरे 40 पेजेस नहीं, वो उसमें सॉर्ट करके वहाँ पे वो दे दिया गया है. So today I'm going to send you the notes of the chapter. Go through that chapter, and tomorrow we'll start with the July Revolution. Okay. Bye.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Bye.
sir.